have a reality series based on literally mob affiliation.
Right.
How has the world changed? Could this have been done 5, 6, 7 years ago? And what makes this now not only culturally acceptable, but incredibly popular?
Right. I think that I can answer that question. For culturally acceptable is, society has always had a fascination with the mafia. It was a secret world. Um, the culture, society accepts it, but even in our own communities, I mean, it's not really too accepted. But I believe that that world has changed a lot, drastically different. I mean, years ago, no, this wouldn't have been accepted at all. Especially, I think that some of the girls on the show really aren't affiliated as me and Ramona are. So
I
we
think
kind
it's
of
also a matter of just having the right
right,
members that are associated with it, just being brave enough to do it. But we're not, I've explained to people many, many times, we're not sitting here and giving any dark secrets. We don't know where bodies are buried or stuff like that. We're just telling our views on this lifestyle and how it's affecting
right.
us.
It's when the show was pitched to us, it was about the struggle and what the families go through. And basically, when Jennifer Graziano, the creator, had come to me, she was like, Karen, I think that you're critical for this because you have lived on both sides of this world. Your father was one of the most famous organized crime figures in history. He cooperated. You went on with your life. You started over. You went to Arizona. You have a business and everything. And now you can come back and come full circle. So at first, we hesitated. And even Ramona and I talked it through a couple times. And we just felt like maybe reality TV wasn't the way to open up. But when we talked about it, it was about the families and everything.
It's about
so
our lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because if you sit back and you see the movies, it's just what the men do. And you see the wife, and she usually has a breakdown or she's screaming through the streets. It's more about us and how we go through it. My situation with my grandfather till this day still affects me because, he did what he did. He served 13 years from it, but he was still taken from my life. With
Right.
her father, he did what he did. But, even with her dad leaving, it was a big void in my life because that was my place where I called home. We grew up together, so that was the lifestyle we shared that was no longer there. My friend, my cousin, she was no longer around the block. So our lives changed dramatically due to the decisions that these men and this lifestyle made.